Metric Motorcycle Madness presents Kawasaki Vulcan 800 fuel tank removal. Hey guys, Metric Motorcycle Madness. Today we're working on the Vulcan 800 again. I'm putting in a sound system and some other stuff. But to do that, to run the wires, I want to run the wires underneath the fuel tank. So I'm going to show you how to remove the fuel tank today, real quick. Alright, so first step is going to be the 10 mil bolt and removing the seat. And I have a separate video on that if you need some help with that. Secondly, to remove the fuel tank, I'm going to be draining the fuel. So to do that, down here I have a external fuel line, and I just remove the clamp with some pliers coming off the petcock, and ran that down into a fuel can, and that's draining now. When you pull the hose off, make sure that the petcock is set to on, because then that's set to a vacuum so it won't spill a whole bunch of fuel out over you. Then once you get the tube routed in there, set it to priority, and it will start draining. And make sure once you do that, flip it to reserve and drain all the rest of the fluid out. Sometimes it helps to have the gas cap open too. So I don't want to touch the rest of the bike or anything while this is draining, because I don't want to make a spark and blow myself up. After that, we're going to, there's a 12 mil bolt here you can see for mounting. And there's also another one that's underneath the speedo setup and the panel, and that will remove the fuel tank. And then of course we have the wiring going there underneath, and I believe we also have a suction line somewhere coming off going into the tank. All right. Okay, so now I've removed that 12 mil bolt, and on the petcock right next to where the fuel line goes in, the suction line is right here, and that goes from the carburetor onto the back end of the petcock. So you're going to remove that clamp and slide that down. Okay, so you have one 8mm bolt, which is the rear one on the panel here, and that will lift off your speedo setup. Now from here, you see you have, looks like, 2 relays plugged in. Those can stay, but you have 2 plugs here that need to be unplugged. And then if you want to unscrew the speedometer, and then right here, as you can see, is another 12mm bolt, it looks like. And if I'm correct, I believe after you remove that 12mm bolt, this tank should just lift off nice and easy. You may have to wiggle the petcock past the frame a little bit, but that should be about it, guys. I forgot to mention, on the bottom right side of the tank, after you lift up, there is one more breather hose that needs to come off with a clamp. Now you have access to pretty much everything. Quick note here also, you get a fill cap there for your radiator, just so you know, so you can reach that if you take the speedo off. Alright, time to put this system in. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.